Welcome, nerds, to the All Things Nerd podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Chad, I hope you had a good week. And before we get into some housekeeping, cheers.
Cheers.
I did that without barely looking at the thing.
Nerd. Yeah. So, some housekeeping here. If you're a fan of the show, please like, share, and subscribe wherever you find us. Whether it's social media or wherever you listen or watch the show, please give us a follow. Give us a 5-star rating if that's an option. If you want to become a premium subscriber, you can head on over to buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Subscribe there. You get some bonus content behind the scenes. And sometimes we do a pre-show warm-up. We did not this week. But where we just have random conversations about various topics and have some drinks and chill. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
Get drunk.
Yeah.
We get drunk.
It's true. We do.
He churched it up a little bit, but really it's just so we can get in the headspace,
Yeah.
which is drunk.
Woo! But let's get into our first topic.
We're going to talk about I'm just kidding, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, mine.
The last two episodes of this season.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, I thought the whole show
I
to
loved
me
it.
was super good, other than Hudson Thames. Did I get the right Thames?
I believe so, yeah.
Yay, fuck that kid. Other than him being super douchey about not wanting Spider-Man to be woke. Which isn't that kid fucking colored? I swear I just saw a picture of him the other day and I'm like, what do you fucking mean? Like, anyways,
Weird that you full on just had colored. It just sounded weird.
well, I'm colored. It's
Yeah.
just easier to say
Person
than,
of color. Yeah, I get that.
yeah. I'm colored. I feel like I can get away with it more than like,
Oh, 100%.
you could.
I should not ever say that.
Yeah, you should just not fucking interrupt me. Um,
Fuck, okay, sorry, bud.
anyways, he's a person of color. I get it, but isn't he? Or am I tripping? I swear
I
to God, he is.
can't. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
fucking douchebag. Um, other than that, the show is fantastic. Plus, fucking Coleman Domingo, who plays Norman Osborn, is famously gay.
Yeah.
And for this fucking dumbass kid voicing Spider-Man to like say something like that is like, are you just not okay in the head?
How you like to describe your dog from time to time is touched.
Touched, a little
Yeah.
little special. Um,
Also,
outside,
it's Spider-Man. Read
yeah,
any fucking comic.
fucking the man himself, Stan Lee, has openly before his passing, R.I.P. Goat, uh, has openly said that he's an ally.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you're dumb. You're just a dumb fucking kid. Ugh. Ugh.
I think we got off track by...
We did. The show is.
Yeah.
I am very politically charged right now. I'm so sorry.
It-
Our country is just in the fucking garbage disposal,
Yeah.
and it's hard not to be. The show is fantastic.
Yeah. It's so good. The animation is... It's a little different than some of the newer style animation, like the Spider-Verse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and stuff like that. But it still very much feels like comic book come to life. I know that we said that when we talked about the first couple of episodes, but it is really fucking cool looking.
Yeah. And I think that Into the Spider-Verse really set the tone for that.
Yeah.
And then everybody started doing it,
Hmm.
which is dope. I'm not complaining, but give credit where it's due, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The show is good. The voice actors are amazing, except for like one. Um,
It's a bummer because
the
he sounds like Peter Parker. You know, like
yeah, he does a
he
good job.
captures it really well.
He's just an asshole. Um, but Doctor Strange is awesome. Like
Yeah.
we got Charlie Cox. I mean, we talked about it last week, but Charlie Cox as Daredevil, that's so fucking cool that because they didn't. What's weird about it is that they didn't like do that with anybody else really in the show. Like nobody else from
Yeah.
Marvel is really reprising their roles in that show, but Charlie Cox
He
did.
just loves
Yeah,
being that character, though.
yeah, it's dope. So, yeah, there's some really cool stuff.
We
You
get
got
the red and blue suit,
Red and Blue Suit, which was teased at the end of the last episode before these two. Was it
episode 8, at the end of
eight?
episode 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tombstone is finally got his powers and
And his skin is starting to change color.
his powers. It's part of his powers.
Well, I know. I know that.
But
Fogel. Thank you.
fuck you.
I know that, Fogel.
Um, Peter stopped holding back for a little bit there, and it there was a lot of interesting parallels because there was that scene where he was about to stab Scorpion with his own tail, and Tombstone
Yeah.
or Lonnie stepped in front of him, kind of like how Toby did that in um,
Yeah.
um, No Way No
Yeah.
Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Way Home. Um, so there's interesting parallel there. There was another one too. What the fuck was the other one? Oh, there was a really good one. Fuck. I'll figure it out. You talk.
Okay.
I'll think you talk. I'll shoot you drive.
Also, we see. Well, first off, you are right. We're right about Nico. We knew that a couple episodes ago, but at the very end of this of episode 10, we see her like doing a séance and like summoning her mother
Hmm.
to speak to, but also Peter saves Nico, which was really cool. And immediately she was like, "Oh, I get it. I get why
What
you
was
were not forward with everything."
what was really cool about that scene, speaking about her powers, is that before she knew that he was coming to save her, she was about to use her magic. She grabbed her necklace and
Yeah,
started doing something, and then you see the car or bus or whatever it was stopped, and it was Peter instead of like her magic, but she was about to use it.
yeah. She like grabs her
Which
necklace
is
and
so
like,
hypocritical. So hypocritical. Because she just got all pissed off at him. Oh, I'm getting some Amber vibes here from Invincible. She got all pissed off at him and she's like, "Oh, you're fucking hiding shit from me. We tell each other everything." And she hasn't told him about this. Bitch.
yeah. I mean, you even see her like wrestle with that a little bit too. Like
Yeah.
after she's safe and he's like, "I'm sorry, no more secrets." And then he's like, "I gotta go." And then like swing, she like clutches her necklace and is like, "Yeah, no more secrets." And it's like,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
come on, Nico.
I'm invincible. I knew you were invincible, Mark. You just lied to me. Why did you fucking yell at me?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Oh,
Terrible, terrible.
just
Anyways,
terrible.
terrible. It's just terrible. Um,
Also,
um,
we
um,
found out
um.
like how he got his powers. It's like a weird time loop.
Kind of like the Flash. Like he was the lightning that struck himself,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really cool ending, man. I really enjoyed it. Him working with Doctor Strange at the end was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
He's like, "Can you show me how to do that?" And then he's like, "Flip, flip, flip." And Doctor Strange is like, "Only if you show me how to do that."
Yeah. That was really cool. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, we were late on that. My bad.
Super fun.
It'll be a full week after, by the
We
time this episode comes out.
we
So,
officially know that Norman Osborn is a bad guy.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Oh. O'Reilly's. Um, Richard Parker's
Auto
alive.
parts. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in this one,
I
he's in
forgot about that. Yeah.
prison for whatever reason. We don't
hmm
know why.
Like the Flash.
No.
I mean, I don't think that there's a relation there. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty
Yeah.
kind of spot on.
Kind of not liking that anymore.
Because I made one reference as a joke, and then you said that, and I was like, wait a yeah,
Same. Different, but same.
yeah,
Same.
same. Um, fucking stop.
Uh, we're on
Yeah,
one.
fucking great show. Love every little bit of it. Do you have anything else you want to say about that?
Mm-mm.
Then we're just gonna jump right into our title sponsor, which is Crybaby Craig's Hot Sauce. It's a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce. It goes on practically anything. Listen up, and we'll tell you more about it.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today.
Okay, friends, it is time for Trivial Nerd Suit. This week's question is for Chad. It's provided by me. If you would like to submit a question to try to stump one of us, please reach out to us over at our website at www.allthingsnerdpod.com/trivialnerdsuit and use our contact form. Just mention who the question is for. It goes to a third party, so neither of us can cheat. Chad, are you ready?
Indeed.
Okay, sending it now. Okay. Who is the strongest Spider-Man in all of Marvel Comics?
Hmm. Is it gonna be like a trick, like, oh, it's Peter Parker, but in this instance, like, so it's okay. Hmm. I would like the hint.
Okay. I have it right here on my handy dandy cell phone. We have seen them on the big screen already, and it is not Peter Parker. Oh, I should have said them instead of him. I gave you a little
You
extra
did
hints there.
say them.
Did
And
I? Fuck! Well, I've given you an extra hint.
Oh my fucking god. Uh, I'm just going to. Fuck. I'm gonna go. Is it Miguel?
Yes, it is Miguel O'Hara.
Okay.
Yep.
It was between that
Fuck.
and Scarlet Spider, but I was like, but that's a clone, so I doubt that that would be the answer.
Yeah. Dope. Good job.
Because also, like, as he gets more like angry and amped up, like kind of Hulk-ish, he gets like stronger.
Mm.
Dope.
Yeah. Good job, dude. So happy for you.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually am happy that you got that because I didn't think you were going to.
yay.
So.
But let's jump into some nerd news since I'm clearly super good at trivia or whatever. I don't know anything about the game, but we got a
Oh
trailer for
yeah.
Until Dawn.
Two trailers.
Two.
This was the one I showed you was the second trailer.
Oh shit! This is like the
There was
first
like
time
a
hearing
teaser
about this.
trailer. Yeah, there was a teaser trailer a while ago, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, and it said based on like a video game, and I was like, what? And then that trailer dropped maybe like a week ago ish, maybe a little longer. I don't know. But yeah, so there's two trailers out now, and I don't know shit about the game. I've never even heard about the game. It's called Until Dawn. Um, but it's a live action horror fucking movie based on the horror game, and it looks insane. I love horror movies, so I'm here for this. But
It looks
creepy.
creepy. Yeah.
You were like, what's it about? And I was like, I think a little bit of everything. Like I don't think it's about like one specific ghost or demon or whatever. There's clearly in the trailer like multiple different things going on. I don't know anything about it. So I can't like speak on it. If any of you know more about it than we do, which is literally anything, uh, educate us.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool. The movie looks really cool. It looks bloody, fun. Basically, a group of people need to like survive until dawn. But every time if they die during the night, then they reset and have to try to make it till dawn again. And there are multiple things trying to kill them. Um, it looks really weird and really interesting, but I'm here for it.
Huh. Sorry, I'm reading about the game. Uh, so there's 8 characters, and it's so interactive that like opening one door can trigger something different than opening a different door or in like reading a book
That
that you
makes
found on a
sense
table.
because in the trailer, like they don't die the same way every time. It's something else
Yeah.
that they die from. Yeah. So
And in
what's it on? What?
PS4. Yeah.
I have one of those. Yay! I'm broke as shit right now, but I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek are 2 of the voice actors from the game, which
Nice.
is pretty sweet. Yeah, and depending on like if you from what I'm reading, I don't know this, but you have 8 characters and you can kind of like I think swap between them as you're playing, but like deaths are permanent in the game. So like if you're playing as a certain character and they die, like you can't play as them anymore.
That's weird because in the trailer it seems like you resurrect
Yeah,
from the movie anyway. But
from so they have a weird like autosave thing in the game.
mm,
Again, this is just from what I'm reading. So you can't like so if your character dies at an autosave or a character dies and then an autosave happens, you can't backtrack past it to bring them back.
Interesting. Cool. Anyways, the movie looks sick.
It
I
looks
will play the
cool.
game. I will play the game. I played The Last of Us after watching The Last of Us and I loved it. It was hard as fuck and it made me really angry. Uh, but I'll check this out. I have a PS4. I will definitely fucking check this out. I'm sure I can get it on Amazon for like a decent price because PS4 is like not shit anymore apparently. So
It's a bummer that it's not, because
whatever. That's good for me.
yeah, I guess, but missing out on some like new release games, which is a bummer. But
We got Zack Schneider and James Gunn had a meeting. Um, this also comes with this is probably gonna tie into something that I already put up there. Sorry, but or that you already put up there. Sorry. Um, but this comes after knowing that we have big DC news coming up next week. We don't know what that news is. We will update you guys as soon as we know about it. Um, but that being said, in that same meeting where it was like a writers' meeting. Um, Zack Schneider was part of that meeting,
yeah,
which is very interesting. Um,
and Matt Reeves also, but
yeah,
that's to be expected. I mean, the Batman too.
and the guy who is doing the Clayface
Hmm.
movie. They were all in the same meeting. It's really interesting. I'm curious to see what's happening. I
Yeah,
don't really want it to be anything like multiversal, just
yeah,
because we're going through it right now. You
yeah,
know, we're
and
still going through it right now.
they put
Yeah,
that to bed with the Flash. You know,
yeah,
like, and then James Gunn is like, that's all done.
yeah.
Only
So,
the stuff that happened before I was here that I say
yeah.
slash worked on slash my
My
wife was in,
wife still gets a job and my brother still gets a job, and that's all that matters.
and that's all.
Uh,
That stuff's canon.
yeah. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. I love Zack Schneider. I really do. One of the first Zack Schneider movies before it was, I mean, I was a kid when it came out. But the remake of Dawn of the Dead. It was one of the first ones, and I fell in love with it. It's still one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. I've said it on here before. Yeah, it's the one where they're all trapped in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of a bitch, so you don't watch that stuff, but
Uh huh.
I was, I thought you were gonna like bitch me out, and I was like, what? Facts, bro. Um,
I mean, I haven't seen that, but I like zombie movies.
yeah, that's a really good one. I highly recommend it. But that was like the first like thing that I knew, at least that I knew about that Zack Schneider did. And I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And then he, you know, did a bunch of other stuff, tapped into the nerd
I think
world.
that was
Like
his first movie. Everything before that was music videos.
that was his first movie?
Uh,
There's no way.
in 1990, something called Playground,
Never
but it
saw
was
it.
a made for VHS
But
thing,
Dawn of the Dead was his first like no way. Well,
theatrical.
that
Yeah.
explains why I hadn't heard of him before then.
The first thing I saw of his was 300.
Yeah, 300 Sucker Punch.
I still have never seen Sucker Punch.
It's sorry, Zach. I know
I
you're listening right now,
I
but
heard it wasn't good, so I.
it
But
was not.
Watchmen was rad.
Watchmen was rad. 300 was rad. The first one, the second one was stupid.
Well, he didn't do the second one either, so.
Oh, that makes sense. Good. But yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, we'll keep you all updated on what that DC news is as soon as we hear about it. That should be dropping this week, or by the time this episode releases, it'll be in that week. So by
Yeah.
our next episode, we should know.
Yeah. We also got a trailer for a new Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza.
Yakuza. Yakuza Justice League.
Oh, is that the full title of it?
Yeah, because the Yakuza in that movie is the Justice League. It's like Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Like,
Yeah, but they're each like their own like m- crime family, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
They're the bad guys. The rest of the Justice League are the bad guys. So it looks
Contingency
interesting.
plans, my guy, they're all ready. For the Green Lantern, you just shine yellow, you know?
It looks fun. And I think I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I
It
didn't
looks
watch the
fun.
first Batman Ninja, so I know nothing about it, but I'm
That
pretty
was
sure
a
that.
different one because that one, I think the Batman Ninja, that one was like the samurai one, right?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, so they're not tied.
I don't think so because
Okay.
that one was like Batman as like a samurai warrior. He didn't even have like his like normal like bat suit. This one he's in his like Batman suit and all
Yeah.
that. It's just like a alternate universe where the Justice League is like
Oh,
the Yakuza. Yeah.
okay.
At least that's what I gathered from it. I don't know.
And it
I
very much has like an anime animation style.
Oh hell yeah, it looks
And I
fucking
think
dope.
that it was probably originally released in Japanese because the unless they did that intentionally to make it feel that way, but the
I have
words
no
don't line
idea.
up with the.
I did not catch that.
Oh yeah, I did. Some of it
Um,
feels very Sailor Moon esque too, with like Batgirl.
oh, I was like big tits.
Probably.
Um, Coleman Domingo, who voices Norman Osborn, has said that he or they would also like to play Norman Osborn in live action, and I am here for that.
100%.
Yeah, I love Coleman Domingo.
Fantastic. And I mean, we just watched Coleman just kill it. Just deliver like a cold, stoic, and false like mentor
Yeah.
personality. Let's let's bring it live action. Let's let him do it.
Oh yeah, let's go. Because I mean, they were supposed to play Kang to originally. That was the like plan was that they were going to take over King the Conqueror for Jonathan Majors after Jonathan Majors had that all that sketchy shit. But then Marvel went with the Doctor Doom uh, instead of fuck
Instead of following up on the Council
King
of
King
Kangs
the
and stuff like
Conqueror.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think that it is definitely worth finding a place for Coleman Domingo in the Marvel universe. And if that's what it's going to be, then fuck yeah, let's go.
I'm here for it.
He's a big dude. He's a
Yeah.
big dude. So that would be like an awesome Norman, not just like, you know, sorry, Willem, love you, but like a decrepit old man that Peter has to fight, you know?
Yeah.
Like it would
It kind of
that's
gives the vibe from like some of the newer DC animated films where uh, Lex Luthor is a person of color, but he's also just like big, like he's
yeah.
stacked instead of
Yeah.
the.
That's how fucking like the old school like Superman the animated series, he was like I don't know if he was like mulatto, but he was a colored dude and he was huge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fucking.
In the comics, he's a redheaded bitch, but whatever.
I didn't know that in the comics he actually was redheaded,
hmm
uh, which now makes Smallville like Child Lex before the meteor strikes so much better.
I literally just watched episode 1 of Smallville while I was waiting for Nicole to get home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know what to watch. I was like, I caught up on everything. What the fuck am I gonna do? Cal is just running around. My son, his name is Cal. No relation there. Oh, the relation there. Uh, and so I just threw
Short
on
for
the first
Calvin.
episode. I
Just
threw
kidding.
on
It's not.
the first episode of Smallville, and Nicole came home and she's like, "You rewatching this?" And I was like, "I don't know yet." I threw on the first episode, but we'll see. I've seen this show like 20 times. I from beginning to end. So
I'm on my third rewatch. But
yeah. Anyways,
bringing it back to Coleman Domingo, Norman Osborn, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man has been greenlit for 2 more seasons. So fuck you.
yes.
Also, I'm really intrigued because I didn't notice it. I rewatched the entire 10 episodes. I mean, it only took me, a day um, to do. But the spider that bites Peter in that, he sees it on a backpack being like walked away. So I wonder if maybe like Miles or something else, or
Hmm.
because also, sorry, we finished talking about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but at the end when Harry Osborn is setting up the worldwide engineering brigade or whatever, the web, for young geniuses to all work together. We see Ned Leeds on there. We see Max Dillon, but also one of them is oh my goodness, now I can't think of her name, but she is Spider Woman. So
Gwen Stacy.
no, Diane something.
Oh.
Uh,
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Woo.
yeah, I don't. It wasn't Jessica
That's
Drew,
that's fine. Yeah, I got you.
but yeah, it. So like maybe that's where that spider went, and we'll get to see because we'll have a couple
I
more seasons.
I know that they said that Gwen Stacy, aka Spider Gwen, will be in the next season.
Oh,
Yeah.
or then maybe it's that.
That's why I thought you said that. My bad.
No, that's totally fine. I didn't know that though, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Um oh, Margaret Qualley is rumored to be playing Rogue in the X-Men movie that they're still working on. Um I'm good with this.
Yeah,
As long as
they do Rogue
she
right.
they have to fucking do it right. I want flying like
Powerful
superhuman
badass.
strength. Yeah, just a badass. I'm sorry. I like Anna Paquin. I got no beef with her. But the way they did her in the X-Men movies was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They didn't
Anyways,
they didn't even have to explore or go into the um Carol Danvers side of things. They could have just let that be part of her mutant powers in the old school X-Men films.
Carol Danvers.
Yeah, that's how Rogue gets her powers is from stealing them from Captain Marvel.
Oh, it was like what? It was like her name was never. Um, I don't know how true that is.
That's from the animated series, the 90s animated series. That's how she got her powers.
Rogue and Nightcrawler are the kids of Mystique
Mystique,
and um. God damn it!
Angel.
No, it's not Angel.
Well,
God,
Nightcrawler's lineage has changed like 6 times.
yeah, but that's not how she got her powers.
Well, she had the like the touch to absorb powers, but in the 90s animated series, when she was working for Mystique, she absorbed Carol Danvers' powers and put her in a coma. In a very recent retconning of Nightcrawler's background, Mystique is actually Nightcrawler's dad and was in a lesbian relationship.
So that's a newer thing.
Which part?
The
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 Nightcrawler part or the?
no, the Carol Danvers thing.
Oh, I only know that from the the animated series. I don't know about before that.
Yeah. Huh. That is interesting, though. I didn't know that. But that's a newer. When did this thing come out? I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to get sidetracked, but no, that's a newer thing. That's a newer thing. In the original storyline for Rogue, she is a straight up mutant. Her powers are a mutant X gene. Um,
Where
and she's
she
the
could just
daughter of
fly and
Mystique.
was strong and could absorb powers, all three of them
Mhm.
from the get go.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and the Saturday morning cartoon version, um, her only original power was that she could absorb them, and when she was working and being a crime baddie for Mama Mystique, uh, she touches Carol Danvers by accident and steals her powers. And because they weren't mutant powers, but they were bestowed to her from alien life, that's why they stuck.
Huh. There's just so many different iterations on here.
I mean, yeah,
It's
they've
annoying.
it's been retconned how many times? I mean,
Oh, so Rogue is actually the adoptive. Her and Nightcrawler are not blood related. Huh. I'm gonna have to read more about this. I don't have to do it on here. Sorry.
okay. No, that's totally fine.
Um,
When we finish this episode, if you check out Buy Me a Coffee, we might record more of this conversation
yeah.
and post it. Buymeacoffee.com/all things nerd.
Point
Uh,
being, Margaret Qualley, who you would know her from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You may also know her from um, The Good Guys with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Um, is rumored to be playing Rogue in the new X-Men movie that we are slowly, very, very slowly alluding to in the Marvel universe.
yeah, she was also very recently in Poor Things.
What's that other one? The with Demi Moore. They just won a bunch of awards for it.
Blue Moon,
No.
The Substance.
Substance. Yeah.
I didn't see that, but she was also in Kinds of Kindness, which makes sense because she was in Poor Things. Same director, handwriting team, and everything. Um, Jumping back to some DC news, James Gunn confirmed that Anya Shalatra, I don't know if I'm saying her last name correctly, will play the live-action Cersei in the DC.
But where do we know her from?
We know her as Yennefer from The Witcher. You don't like her?
I didn't like her in The Witcher. I don't
That's
know.
fair. She's
I
supposed to be
I'm not saying I
a
don't like
shitty
her
person
as a
in
person.
the games.
Her
And
character was not fantastic.
basically, after season one, they really downplayed Yennefer.
She's just kind of a.
She's gorgeous. At least I
Oh
think so.
yeah. Um. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
that's fair. But yeah, which is cool that, if from one of the animated official DC Studio things that James Gunn is considering and bringing a lot of those voice actors for the live action roles.
Um, we got a new horror movie coming out called Bring Her Back. It is from the same people who made um,
Talk to me.
Talk to Me and Get Out. And I assume you haven't watched the trailer yet since I just told you about it. But for our listeners, if you haven't watched the trailer, it looks creepy, dude. Which is, I'm here for it. Let's go. I thought Talk to Me was super creepy. Um, I don't know. I gotta tell my tattoo artist about it, but
And the
uh,
Babadook, they also did that.
nice. Yeah, it looks really scary, and I like really scary movies. Um,
I don't.
yeah, I know. We all know, Chad.
What?
Yeah,
This
I'm
should
I'm
be
I'm excited
news.
about this. Um, there's not really any names popping up in here, actress wise, that are ringing any bells for me. But um, yeah, this looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. And as I'm looking at the cast list,
Did you watch the trailer?
nope.
You should.
I mean, I will, but you told me about
Tomorrow when it's daytime.
100%.
Oh,
There are other things that I want to watch tonight when we're done with this, and I don't have time to fit Shrek into that.
that's funny. You take this one.
And then Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey has started filming. Um, we don't officially know if that's the actual title of it,
I'm
but
pretty
it's
sure.
an Odyssey
I'm pretty sure.
retelling. But yeah,
Yeah. We got our first look at Matt Damon. There's a picture released of Matt Damon as Odysseus,
Odysseus,
Odysseus, Odysseus. What did you say? We're
Eugene,
saying the same thing.
Odysseus.
Odysseus.
That's how I've
Um,
always said it. I don't know.
I thought it was Odysseus, but I
You could
got
be
that wrong.
right. Who knows?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Homer knows.
It's like a hot dog. We don't know what's in it. Uh, well,
I know it's in my hot
um,
dogs.
we also
Plants.
know that we also know that both Zendaya, um,
Tom Holland.
I almost said Tom Welling,
You're just dreaming.
Tom Holland are a part of this cast, which is dope. I don't know who they're playing, but yeah, I think
Who's
Matt
who's Killian
Damon
Murphy
is
gonna play?
Oppenheimer.
Well, he's in every. And
He's gonna be the Cyclops.
no, that's gonna be
Uh,
Tom Hardy because he has the expressive eyes that Christopher Nolan loves. He loves to cover his face so that you can only see his eyes.
we'll see how this movie is. Right now, the best adaptation of the Odyssey that has been made is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah. Ah,
That is my
yes.
favorite adaptation of that movie, book, whatever. Um, so, and I know Christopher Nolan kills it in everything he does, so I'm sure this is gonna be fantastic. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
But until it comes out, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
And
You,
I mean, oh brother, where art thou? That's like the Shakespeare approach, where you can rework the situation and stuff like that, where it's timeless. If he's doing more traditional Greek
Yeah.
historical. Oh, brother, where art thou? Is
Well,
still gonna.
not historical.
I just meant like,
Greek mythology,
yeah, like
not history.
historic, like not actual.
It didn't actually happen.
I know.
That means it's not history.
I. Yes, Jake. Thank you.
Do you think the Bible is historical?
No, that's the first half of that book was really interesting, but
Dude, I'm just
I
fucking with you,
really
man.
didn't like how in the second half they just introduced like this super powered being that could just solve any problem.
But doesn't.
What? I mean, he made fish last forever. That's
Yeah.
hard to do because it starts to smell really quickly.
Fucking gross.
You've hated fish forever, I know. Okay,
Anyways,
let's move on. I'm sorry.
stoked about this movie. I love Greek mythology.
I
Or
do too.
sorry, I love Greek
Shut the fuck
history.
up.
Uh,
You
so I'm really
motherfucker.
excited about it. I'm really excited about it. This will be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
They need to come out with a better Hercules movie because the Dwayne the Rock Johnson did not. Nope.
Well, I mean, they let him produce it, so
Look,
just redo the Disney live action.
they
So
are, but I don't know who's playing it, so I don't.
all I care about is that Danny DeVito is still
Yeah,
Phil. That's it. That's all I care about. Other than that, just do the
I'm here
songs
for
right.
that. Yeah, here for that.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay,
All right,
friends.
we're gonna talk about.
Well, let's talk about our
Love you. Just messing with you.
Sure, yeah, I believe it. Let's talk about our next topic, which is episode 5 of season 3 of Invincible. And spoiler alert, that's enough time.
Not much to spoil.
It was a slow episode.
It was a really throwaway episode. Every season of every show in the entire world always has like an episode that just fucking who gives a shit.
Yeah.
That was this one.
Yeah. I mean, Eve and Mark try and set up like basically a security business for a prison.
They don't try.
Oh,
They do.
they do. You're right. But it was kind of a boring episode.
Yeah.
One thing that I did like was so Oliver is sneaking out at night. And Mark and his mom and everyone are freaking out because they're like, "Oh my god, what's he doing? Like last time he was relentless and murdered people." And he's just going out to skateboard with friends that don't give a shit that he's purple. They tease him when he like hits gnarly tricks and they're like, "You're using your powers. That's not fair. No powers. Try again." And he falls and then they laugh and it shows it like gives you that glimmer of hope that he's not going to turn out like season 1 Omni-Man.
Yeah.
And then
I had something.
he pants all the bullies.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You think
And
that
then-
he's gonna beat the shit out of them, and he just embarrasses them instead.
Because Mark and Eve are like spying on him, and Mark thinks he's gonna like kill them, and he just pantses them. So that was good. Oh, did I lose it again? No, I didn't. Did I? I did. Fuck.
Row,
I just had it. I just had it. Fuck. I don't know.
Mark and Eve end up deciding not to move in together.
Thank God. So, I mean, whatever.
I mean, they did kind of like rush into
Well,
that.
yeah,
They're
and
like, "Oh, we
she says
kissed," and
something
then
about that too. Yeah,
yeah,
and his mom like calls him out for like having sex. She's like, "Yeah, you guys are having sex," and he's like, well, um, fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Multi-Paul
Oh yeah,
escaped. They think that they got him, but
yeah,
they didn't. Yeah, that hurt my brain.
and also it
I was like,
was.
I'm forgetting something.
I mean, what a brutal way that he like broke his restraints too. Just by
Yeah,
like multiplying so much that the restraints explode and all but one of them die
yeah,
was super brutal because we know from Duplicate, his twin sister,
hmm
that every time one of the duplicates die, they feel it and it hurts.
hmm hmm
So he just masochist his way out of out of his chains
yeah.
to escape, which is insane.
Well, and out of his cell.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
Yeah.
gnarly. I forgot about that.
Didn't duplicate himself. He multi-pulled himself so many times that he filled up his entire jail cell with dead bodies that all exploded and fucking opened the door,
Yeah, and
basically. Yeah.
blew a metal reinforced door open.
Yeah.
And then they put the restraints on him. And then
hmm
later in the episode, he tries again.
But you see that after Eve, like, basically traps all of his selves,
Multiples.
that there's one that she missed.
Yeah.
So he's out there. He's out there, Jerry. He's loving every minute of it. If you're younger than 40, you probably don't get that.
You're
Uh,
younger than 40.
barely.
You're as far away from 40 as we are in age,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
scary.
which isn't that far.
I know. It's like it's coming up, my guy. I don't want to talk about
On
it.
paper, it's 3 years. It's less in real life.
My beard gives it away.
Mine's starting.
Maybe not from this angle, but like from this angle
Oh my god.
or this angle.
I just have random spots of gray from where I've been hit in the
That's
face
how
over
it
the years.
starts. That's it. No, no, no. It has nothing to do with you being hit in the face.
No,
That's how it starts.
that's this has been gray since like high school.
No, it hasn't. I've been friends with you for years, buddy, and you didn't have that.
It's all like scar tissue under there.
I'm gonna fight you.
Okay.
No. We have
Not
been
since
friends
not
for
since
years,
high
and
school.
you did not have that until recently.
But that's where it
You
started.
no.
That's where the gray started. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to justify it, Jake. I don't want to go gray.
That's also how it starts. It's called denial.
You shut the fuck up. It's because of scar tissue, not because I'm getting old.
No. If that were the case,
Let me have this.
my entire flavor saver would be fucking white. If that is the case.
You had to. You had to, didn't you? You had to ruin that illusion for me.
I didn't ruin anything. I just gave you facts. Are you a Republican? Are you sure you're not Republican? I just give you facts and you're like, no, no, no.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. I do like watching the History Channel. That's early onset Republican.
Next is going to be Fox News.
Fuck that, I'll kill myself. I don't want to live like that.
In denial.
Euthanasia, you know?
Oh,
For the terminal.
And we went political again. Fuck.
Ah, poo.
Cool. Anyways, this episode was fun. I mean, I love the show in general, but this wasn't like the first. Every episode so far has been like insane.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first one that just wasn't hitting that mark.
Yeah. Wasn't hitting that Invincible, you know?
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
I want to see more. You know what I want? I want to see more of Nolan, Alan, and Battle Beast. I want to know where that shit's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this season's only supposed to be 8 episodes?
8.
So we're in the second half already.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Okay. A lot has to happen in the next 3 episodes,
Well,
man.
there's going to be a giant cliffhanger. I assume is going to be oh shit, what's his name? Not Thrag, but
The
the
Conqueror?
old yeah, Conquest.
Conquest, thank you. Yeah.
That's going to be I assume that's going to be like the fucking season finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. They even hinted at it at the in the first episode of
Yeah.
the show with when what's the oh
Donald?
God. Donald, thank
Yeah.
you. Is like um
He could maybe beat
she
her.
Anissa because they talk about Anissa and he's like she and they're like, do you think Mark could handle her now? And Cecil's like maybe, and then Donald is like, but she did mention that somebody worse was coming.
Yeah.
So Conquest, I assume, is going to be the season finale, which is only like fucking 3 episodes away.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
But the creators have said that they're going to pump them out once a year annually
Yeah.
now. So,
Cutting back on background animations, which I'm noticing more and more now, and in other animated shows too. Um, and also less episodes. Because the first season was like 12 or 13 episodes. And the second one was like 10.
let's get back to that.
I would like
Let
that.
less animation in the background stuff, and then longer seasons.
Yeah. I think 10 episodes is
Unless
good.
unless they're gonna give us these throwaway episodes like this. Like if you're gonna do that, then I don't like it's a waste of time.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah. But
Indeed.
yeah. Invincible.
Indubitably.
Let's don't you think close out this episode unless you got something else to say?
No, we can close this out. We're good.
Let's get her gone.
But before we close out this episode, we do have some honorable mentions. Jake, what do you have? That's
We
great.
watched
That's the only reason I wanted to bring in this part.
That's good. That's good. I should have seen that coming. That's fucking funny. Um, we watched episode 1 and 2 of Reacher season 3. I think we're gonna watch episode 3 tonight. Um, we also watched War Dogs with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill. Um, and we finally watched The Gorge
Nice.
with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill. I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy. I have a hard time telling them apart. Um, but
That's
yeah.
mean to either one of them.
How about you?
Well, I also watched really just the first episode of Reacher. Technically, I watched both, but I was a bit in the bag, so I don't remember all of episode 2. And then I watched the movie Life with Jake Gyllenhaal.
You finished it finally?
Yeah, I watched the first part one night, and then I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, and then I watched the next part the next night.
I did. We didn't talk about that
Oh,
today.
my bad.
Had I known that, I would. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Once they were in the escape pods at the very end, I saw how that was going to end.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the big twist ending. But no, I really enjoyed it otherwise.
Yeah, it was great.
It's
Um,
really fun. Really great movie.
I enjoyed that Ryan Reynolds' character died really fast.
Yeah, he was the first to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he goes in to save the other guy. Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But it's really funny because the press tour was Jake and Ryan. And he and like they were like talking about the movie like he was in it for like the whole thing and he fucking died right away. And I was
Yeah,
like, why the fuck is this guy on the press tour? Should have been Jake and Rebecca
yeah,
on the press tour.
because
Yeah.
they were the
But
actual main.
but I remember I told you about this a while ago, like a while ago.
Yeah,
Rebecca Ferguson had mentioned that she was in a movie with somebody who was super mean to her, and she was like, I don't want to say their name, blah blah blah. But by process of elimination, people were able to find out that it was Ryan Reynolds,
yeah.
that he was just a total asshole to her. And with all of the shit that's going on right now with his wife and that what's the one guy's name?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, that guy. She made some C-class movie because that's all she stars in. Uh
Like Green
with
Lantern.
so with some with some guy and she apparent I don't some weird drama happened, whatever. And apparently Ryan Reynolds like tried threatening the guy
Hmm.
and like and the guy was like, "Well, you texted that to me,
I'm
so
gonna sue you.
I'm gonna save these text messages and use it in court
Yeah,
to to prove that you're a dickhead."
yeah.
And so it's kind of a bummer to find out that Ryan Reynolds
A
is
douche.
kind of a douche. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she said Rebecca Ferguson said she was like she would like go into her trailer and cry because that person was so mean to her, and by process of elimination, again, it was Ryan Reynolds that was the
Yeah,
person that was bullying her on
which
set.
also explains probably why she refused to do press about it.
Yeah, and what's his face? TJ Miller said the same thing. He said he's like, I will never work with Ryan Reynolds again. He's a fucking asshole. Has openly said that.
Yeah,
And I didn't believe
I
him
didn't either
until
because I've
like
also heard
recently. Yeah.
problematic things about TJ Miller
Yeah.
just being an asshole. And
Yeah.
but I guess it's
I have a
I mean
friend
both can
who
be true at that point in time, you know?
I
Like
have a
TJ Miller
friend
can still suck, but
I have a friend who met TJ Miller that worked at I won't say his name, but that worked at the comedy club at the Mall of America
oh yeah.
and said that TJ Miller was like the nicest dude he's ever met.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe the tactics that the Reynolds Lively estate tried to pull this time
Hmm.
around succeeded with the TJ Miller shit.
It really bums me out because I don't want him to be a dickhead.
And like I know that it's outside of his movie stuff, but like the Wrexham Dragons, like
Hmm.
the football team that he co-owns with Rob McElhenney. Like I
Hmm.
love watching Welcome to Wrexham. I love Rob McElhenney
Hmm.
and the fact that like a douche is tied to that also is kind of a bummer.
Yeah. What do we know? We only know what we hear,
Yeah.
so maybe
I'm sure in
hopefully
certain
we're wrong.
situations, you know, he's a nice
I
enough
feel like
dude.
Hugh Jackman wouldn't associate himself with like a fucking just a twat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hugh Jackman's like notoriously known for being like the nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah. It's probably a lot to do with his wife.
Yeah, he did also. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We're getting off topic there and talking about
what
stuff
else?
that we don't understand. This is not a pre-show warm up.
Did you have anything else, or is that it for your
That's it.
honorable mentions?
So let's circle back to that pre-show warm-up thing that I just mentioned. So if you like this show and want to become a premium subscriber, head on over to buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. There you get behind the scenes, bonus content, as well as our, like I said, pre-show warm-ups, where we have some drinks, talk about stuff that we aren't qualified to really talk about. Um, but it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. Also, like, share, subscribe, give us, thumbs up, 5-star ratings, all that shit. Wherever you find the show, that means a lot to us. Also, check out our website, allthingsnerdpod.com, and keep your eyes and ears posted. We have some announcements coming soon-ish. Live shows, other announcements, stuff like that. And also, if you like other nerdy podcasts, such as tabletop RPG playthroughs, check out the Kobolds in the Basement podcast. It is currently hosted by myself and produced by us. That's it. We love you. Thank you so much for being a fan, listening, following along. And this has been the All Things Nerd podcast.
Oh, fuck me.